When I was 19, I had this big idea to become the first person to have a one-stop mall for women. I wanted to create something for women, something beautiful that they could just go to and get everything done. It was a whole big idea. If I start telling you guys about it, you guys are going to think, oh my god, you're doing really big. I'm 28 now and I have not achieved that. Between 19 and when I was in law school, I think I was 21 after law school, it took me about 3 years for me to make a business plan. Now, this happened when I was 19 and when I was 21. This was my dream. Around like 3, 4 years ago, somebody else did something similar to the plan that I had. Miss Wanika, if you guys know her, you know that she has like a mall that has multiple things for women. The moment my best friend saw that mall, she sent it to me on Instagram and she was like, this was your dream.
See this life thing, yeah, it's all about understanding, bro. You gotta understand.
I had a whole plan. I even had a business plan. I had someone review the business plan. I was looking for potential investors, but that just lasted like for a fickle moment. It's still in my head. There's still so much more concerning that dream that I want to achieve, right? However, I've had a space of say 9 years and I haven't really achieved anything. My plan was to start small, do one side of the business, then from there grow some profits, grow capital rather, and then push it into the other side of the business. It was a whole plan, trust me, guys. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because many times we have ideas, we have brilliant ideas, but we just find out that at the end of the day, years and years go by and we do not even achieve one thing out of our plan or our ideas or the plan that we set out. We do not achieve one thing, or maybe we achieve a few things within a long period of time. You might be thinking, oh, it's none of my business and all of that, but I'm just trying to let you guys know that I've been there. I've been in a position where I've thought of big, great ideas. Another instance was when I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel in law school, which was about 6, 7 years ago. And in law school, I shot my first video. And then I was like, oh my god, I want to become a YouTuber. I love the idea of being a YouTuber. After law school, it took me another year. There was the pandemic, and then was it a year or 2 years for me to actually shoot my second or third video. So there's so many times we have big ideas, we have big dreams, and we do not end up doing those things. We've all been there at some particular point in time. You need to stop overthinking things and start doing them. When I think back, I realized that I've had so many big dreams that for some reason I just did not achieve. I also started a podcast at some point. This is a very vulnerable video for me to shoot because I'm opening my ash to you, but I'm telling you everything that I've experienced.
It's all out in the open.
I started a podcast about 2 years ago. I shot first season. I have not shot the second season. I keep on planning and planning and saying, oh, I want to make it better. I want to do this. I want it to be more engaging. I want it to be this. I want it to be that. 2 years have passed me by and I have not brought out my second season. By the way, we're looking for sponsors. I'm already planning. But in the span of my life, I've also realized that at some point in my life, I stopped being that person that would overthink and not do anything. I became the queen of productivity. I plan something and I go for it. I start to achieve them little by little. I'm an overthinker naturally. I start to see the things that I want to achieve as perfect, or my overthinking just stalls the things that I want to do. Even in our jobs, when you're given a task, when it becomes quite overwhelming, or when you feel like there's a lot of pressure on you, you realize that you have to take extra efforts to be able to achieve that thing because that pressure could make you stall that particular thing. Overthinking and procrastinating is actually a coping mechanism, and we don't know that it's a coping mechanism. This video is to help you to stop thinking and start doing.
Your problem is all you do is think, think, think.
Welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, my name is James. On this channel, we discuss self-development topics and we also post lifestyle vlogs so you guys can see how I live my best life.
Generally, just living my best life.
If this seems like something that you'd be interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now. And also help me drop a comment on this video so that YouTube can know that you guys are loving my videos and recommend it to other people that might need this video. Now without further ado, let's get right into the video. So as I said before, procrastination is a coping mechanism. Overthinking is also a coping mechanism. When you feel like there's something really big, you have a big idea and you're scared to achieve it. Procrastination is something that we rely on as a crutch, and we might not know that we're actually using it as a crutch to cope with that particular pressure. Procrastination is an enemy of progress. There are different reasons we overthink. It could stem from a place of fear. You're scared that other people might think that your ideas are stupid, or you're scared that it might not work out. Another reason why we overthink is because we probably think that we are not good enough. When you feel like you're not good enough, you might use overthinking or procrastination as a coping mechanism for that. You have this great idea, you start to plan. You say, I need this, that to be able to do this. For instance, you want to start a YouTube channel, and I've done it so many times that I have so many examples. For instance, when I started my YouTube channel, first thing I thought was, my phone is not so good enough. Let me get a better phone so I will continue filming my vlogs or continue filming my YouTube content. Then I got a better phone. I'm like, oh, maybe I should get a camera, or maybe I should move into an apartment that's really nice and I'll be able to create better content. Then I moved into an apartment that was really nice. And then I started to think, maybe the next thing I should do is get a camera and maybe I should design my apartment so that I'll be able to build a very good background for me to create better content. I redesigned the living room and I wanted to use it to create content. I still did not create, I still wasn't as consistent as I wanted to be. Trust me, like I said, I've been on this YouTube since law school, which was I think 6, 7 years ago. I'm still here trying to be consistent. This is the first time that I'm being very consistent. And trust me, YouTube is something that is my passion. It's something that I want to do. Imagine if I had actually started being consistent 7 years ago. Imagine how much I would have achieved. So I want you to think about it. All those things that you have had planned. Imagine if you had started that thing when you had that idea. Imagine if you had even taken little steps to achieving that thing. Where do you think you would be right now? Now, after I redesigned my living room, I thought, okay, now it's time to get a camera. I'll be more consistent if I get a camera. I got a camera. Hmm, I was not consistent. And guess what? I was not consistent again. Then I thought to myself, okay, maybe I should get a team, which was sometime last year, to assist me. This will help me become more productive to help me procrastinate less. I got an assistant, and guess what? My assistant will call me, will text me, today is the day to film, and I still will not film. I would use work. Yes, I was very busy. Trust me, I was very busy. I'll say, there's work. I'm tired today. I cannot do this. I'm pretty sure that at some point my assistant just got tired of me. And then like that, the whole thing died down. I'll say, okay, maybe next month we start fully. The next month we start fully. 2025 started out that January we start fully, February we start fully, until March, until April, and we're here now. But so far we've been consistent because I also made it a point that this year I will be consistent. This year I will not be afraid. This year I'm going to be the best I can be in every aspect. This year that fear of, okay, what if I'm consistent and I do not get an audience, people don't relate to my content, is out of the window. And the reason is because I made a choice that I was no longer going to be afraid of the unknown. There's so many reasons that could make you overthink. Another reason, like I just mentioned, is the fear of the unknown. You don't know what the outcome will be if you put in a little bit more. And that fear of the unknown, I feel like not knowing for sure should be something that should push you. You should look at it from another angle, which is, what if this thing that I'm going to do, or this little effort that I put into it, brings out a really good outcome? I will never know for sure if I do not put in that effort. Now, the first step to overcoming overthinking or procrastination is identifying the reason why you are overthinking in the first place. And like I have said, it could be fear of whether or not you'll be able to achieve that thing. that you want to achieve. It could also be that thought that you're not good enough. It could be fear of possible outcome or the outcome. You don't know what the outcome is going to be if you put in a little bit more effort. It could be because you're a perfectionist and you just like you want everything to be perfect on the first try, which is almost nearly impossible. Sometimes you have to try something over and over again and try different ways. You try the first time, you learn something from it, implement it the second time. You learn a lesson and you improve.
Lesson learned.
Most times it's about improvement and consistency. It is not about it being perfect the first time. The fifth thing could be that you have too many things going on in your head or having decision paralysis and you can't just pick. The last thing could also be that the tasks are overwhelming. Sometimes when things are overwhelming, we tend to delay them a bit. And that's why you have exams coming up. It's the night of the exam that you start reading. The coping mechanism. We say that, oh, I'm a last minute person. If I'm not under pressure, I won't be able to do something. But the thing is, you're not meant to be that way. You're not meant to wait till the last minute to carry out that thing. You're not meant to carry it out when it's almost too late. That's not how it's supposed to be because it also puts so much pressure on you. It puts so much pressure on your brain. It causes stress for you. Now, the second step after identifying why you might be overthinking, identify your overthinking patterns. And it could come in different ways. Your overthinking pattern could be that you have to always ask other people for their opinion before you do something or before you take the next step. It could also be that you have to do extensive research before you take a step. And you just find out that you keep doing research, you keep watching videos online, how to start a YouTube channel, how can I go on YouTube, how blah 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 to do on YouTube. But you have not even tried to implement any of these things. You never just start. It's important to identify these overthinking patterns. Another example of an overthinking pattern is that you might not be able to sleep because your mind just keeps spinning. Because you just keep thinking over and over again about a particular thing. Another one could be you telling yourself, I'm not ready yet. I still need to do this before I start. I still need to this to be done before I start. These are overthinking patterns. I want you to take out 5 minutes of your time today to sit down and think, what is that one thing that I should have achieved long ago that I have not achieved? That's one. What is actually stopping me from achieving that thing? Thirdly, what is that thing that keeps spinning in my mind, that detail that I keep overthinking, that is stopping me from achieving that thing? And lastly, what is that one thing that I could do, even if it's just for 2 minutes today, towards achieving that goal? So, thirdly, you need to identify how overthinking actually affects you physically, mentally, different aspects of your life. Overthinking could lead to anxiety and stress, could lead to poor quality of sleep. It could also lead to you making poor decisions or inability to make decisions quickly. You see that sometimes you're thinking, I'm a very indecisive person. Even me, I say that I'm a very indecisive person. It is not a good thing to be an indecisive person. As a human being, you have brain
You have a remarkable brain.
to be able to make decisions on your own. Yes, you might need somebody that's experienced in that particular aspect of life to advise you or to guide you through. But you should be able to take decisions on your own. Like I said, it's not a nice thing to say, I'm bad at making decisions. It's not cute. It's not it's not cute, my darling. So after this, the fourth step is now to apply the 2 minute rule. What is that thing that I can do today towards achieving my goal? It will just take me 2 minutes for me to do. If it's as little as me writing down a topic to film on my channel or writing down 5 topics to film on my channel, use that 2 minutes to do it. Tomorrow, take another 2 minutes or maybe increase it a bit more. What is that thing that I can do for 2 minutes, 3 minutes towards achieving my goal? Do it. It's just 2 minutes of your time. It's just 3 minutes of your time. You might think it's something little, but by the time you compound little things, they become something really big. So start it little by little, and you see that you start to gain more interest. You start to see it like this thing is not even as hard as I thought it would be. Oh. So I could just do this, and another idea came to my mind when I was doing this particular thing. Your interest starts to grow. You feel like, okay, I've done something, that means I can do something more. It's a way to also encourage yourself that you can do more. So you might be wondering how this 2 minute rule helps. Firstly, it helps you trick your brain's distance mechanisms. It also helps you to see whatever it is that you're trying to do, make it look a bit easier. And then thirdly, you find out that that thing that you're doing for 2 minutes, you actually most probably exceed 2 minutes. Lastly, it just helps you create a pattern of taking action instead of overthinking. Next thing that can help, which is the fifth thing, to stop overthinking or procrastinating, is to set artificial deadlines. And you do this by firstly write down whatever it is that you want to do and set a deadline towards achieving it. Secondly, you can inform someone, your friends, your mom, your dad, a family member, your spouse about that particular deadline. And it should be somebody that can hold you accountable, not someone that will listen to your excuses and just let you slide. Don't forget that firstly, the deadlines you should be setting are deadlines that are difficult but not impossible. Let the deadlines also be very specific, and last, create rewards for you achieving those deadlines. Whenever you achieve the deadline, this is what you're going to get for achieving it. These five things will help you to start overcoming overthinking or procrastination, and for you to start doing. I have other steps, but I'm going to stop here. We're going to do a part 2 of this video. If you guys have watched this video up until now, I want you to put in the comment section, I will start doing. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you've learned anything or two, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget that I love you so much and I want you to become the best version of yourself. I'll see you guys in another video. This is Mwah.
You see this life thing, yeah, it's all about understanding, bro.